Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. No, it's been a while, but I'm back. So I want to talk about one of the coolest things that's just come out finally since we had Terminator Resistance, but that was a video game. That wasn't anything like a series or movie, especially a movie. But it should have been a movie. I mean, we should have got something like just like that. But anyways, we're back and we're talking about Terminator Zero. Now, everyone who knows me, the only people who do know, really do know me, know that I'm the biggest fan when it comes to Terminator. And my biggest number one favorite movie of all time is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That's literally hands down my favorite movie of all time. And everybody who knows me knows that. So I've been waiting years and years since I was a kid, just years and years of another good Terminator movie, or a series, something that came out. We had the Sarah Connor Chronicles, but I kind of missed out on that over the years because that came out like during my teen years, and I kind of missed out on that because I was doing a whole bunch of other things with my teenage years. But I got into it later on. I actually recently saw Sarah Connor Chronicles like about maybe a year ago or something like that, and I was enjoying it. It was actually really good. I really liked it. The cast was great. It was written pretty well. The special effects wasn't that great. It had that TV series CGI, but it's fair. It's a TV series, so it was fine with me. I was okay with it. But we got Terminator Zero, which I was waiting on when I first seen the trailer, and I heard about it, and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to see that. That actually looked pretty good when I saw the trailer. So I finally watched it about a couple nights ago. I didn't do the review on it yet because I was kind of waiting to see what I just wanted to see what other people were talking about it and stuff like that. And finally, people are doing reviews about it because for some reason, for like 3 or 4 days since it came out, nobody was doing reviews, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. But anyways, now I want to do the review, and I gotta say, this was actually a really good freaking series. Really good. I mean, they actually did a really good job writing this. The Japanese have been on fire lately. Like, I've been on fire for a while. I mean, we're making a whole bunch of cool animes and stuff like that. Like, they're known for that. Video games, animes, and stuff. They're amazing at that. They're super talented people. And, coming out with Terminator Zero, I was surprised because it actually paid its dues. It paid its respects to James Cameron's original, idea of a future war with AI. They paid so much respects to the first two movies, and I was so appreciative of that. And I was like, thank you. Finally, there's people doing that. There's been people doing that, but it's like fan stuff, and the things you see on YouTube. That's like a fan film or something like that, which was cool. I liked those. I liked a lot of the fan films that I saw. But this was really good, and I was shocked to see some of the cast here. I got some of the cast here. I was shocked to actually see Rosario Dawson. I was like, what? What? She was the voice of Kokoro? No way. Kokoro is the AI that Dr. Malcolm Lee. It's Dr. Malcolm Lee, right? Yeah, he creates an AI called Kokoro, which is to his idea. I mean, I don't want to do too many spoilers, but I'll give you like some of the some things here about what it's about. Malcolm Lee, he designs and creates Kokoro, which is an AI to basically stop Skynet. He wants to stop Skynet because he knows about it. I'm not going to spoil anything because I want you to watch it for yourself, and there's surprises in there and stuff like that, and things, lots of twists. It was written really well, this show. But he's attempting to stop Skynet, but he hasn't brought her online yet. Like it's the day August 29th, which is actually August 30th in Japan because they're a day ahead of us. So he knows that America right now is August 29th, 1997, and he's like, we got to do something, but I'm scared. He's really scared to put her online because he doesn't know if she's gonna do the exact same thing and agree with Skynet. But all right, I'm not gonna tell you too much, but he does turn her online and stuff like that. So other than that. We have Ann Dowd, which there's a few movies that I'm familiar with that I never remembered she was in there. She plays the Prophet in the series. We have Andre Holland, who plays Malcolm Lee. I honestly never heard of him. Timothy Oliphant, I never really heard of that guy either. He plays the Terminator. Um, Sonoya, I mean, this is for the English dub, by the way, because I watched it in English dub. I didn't see it in the Japanese dub because I didn't realize that there was an English dub and it just went straight to it. So I was like, oh, whatever. Um, Armani Jackson plays Kenta, which is the son. Malcolm Lee has two sons and one daughter. Aiko is Sonoya Misuno, and Misaki. Oh, Misaki is. I'm not gonna spoil it, but Misaki. I'll give you little things here and there. Misaki is like a wife figure for Malcolm Lee. He has her like a caretaker, pretty much. He takes care of the children. She takes care of the children while he goes and works hard, on Kokoro. Um, so yeah, that's the cast. And let me tell you though, the show was written really well. I was like, yes, the Japanese did it right. They did it right. They've written it well. The Terminator was no freaking joke. It was the Terminator. Like I'm telling you, this show was actually. I think it is. Yeah, it is rated R. I mean, there's swearing. There's cussing. There's nudity. There's because they can't bring anything materialistic to the EMP and through the EMP when they're time traveling. So that there's time traveling here, and it's explained really well too. I really liked how they explained it. The science in this movie was really cool. And it was very well grounded too, like how violent it was. It was violent, let me tell you that. This was not an anime for kids, that's for sure. Like, it was gory, it was violent. Like the Terminator was just ripping body parts, and oh my god, dude. Like, you get the idea from it with James Cameron and what the Terminator was like in the first two movies, but you never really seen how, like, you never seen it all, like how the effects of how the Terminator was. You would just see like hit the blood splatter or something like that in the first Terminator, like, and you see how violent he was. He would shoot somebody and something like that. But the T-1000, of course, stabbing and stuff like that, and you saw that stuff. I mean, but sometimes you didn't see some of the things. But anyways, like in this show, you see it all. Like he's just tearing through people. Like, wow, dude. And he's a Terminator. He's unstoppable. A hyper alloy machine. That it's just he's heavy. He's strong. You can't stop him, and he won't stop until whatever he's after is dead. Whoever he's after is dead. So they did the designs. The animation was great. There was some kind of like 2D CGI, which kind of worked, like in a little 3D like effect, which was pretty cool because it fit with the animation. Like, it actually looked cool. I was appreciative of that. I didn't complain about that at all. Honestly, I don't think there is anything to complain about this show at all. It was done that freaking good. Like, wow. I was stunned. I was amazed, and I was engaged into this show. I was in. As soon as I saw the first episode, I did not stop. I was just going, next. And I was the only disappointment I had was that they weren't long enough. I was like, man, this shit is good. Oh, next. It was really good. I mean, I could say that forever. Like, I'm gonna be saying that forever, and I definitely want to watch more. Like, when there's a second season, I'm jumping on it quick. I was very happy. I was very satisfied. I was very happy. But I'm not fully satisfied because I want to watch more. Yeah. See, now that's how it's done. That's how it's done. You pay respects to the originals. There was a lot of things, references to the original. I mean, they didn't, they never said anything about John Connor or anything like that, or the Resistance. I think. Wait, was there anything about the Resistance? I don't remember. There probably was, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but you see a lot of that, the future war and stuff like that, and there's references to the first two movies of how things were done, like, how the Terminator was doing things and the things that was happening. Some of the disguises he was wearing was just like in the first two movies. There's a reference with the T-1000 with the police uniform and how he looked with the motorcycle police uniform, just like the T-1000. And the score was great. I was loving the scores, man. I was like, yes, like they had some reference to the original, but then they did their own thing, and I was like, this shit is good. I was like, man, this is good. I was really happy with it. I was really happy with it, and I'm telling you, if you're a true hardcore Terminator fan like I am, you got to see this if you haven't seen it yet. You need to see it. I'm definitely suggesting you see it. I mean, and you watch every single episode. Don't miss out. Don't miss out on this. But this show is great. So we could take right now. We could take Terminator, Terminator 2, Terminator Zero. Forget the other movies. They don't exist anymore, okay? They don't exist anymore. They never did since to begin with, anyways. I mean, I'm sorry, Arnold. I'm sorry to Linda Hamilton. I know because you're the OGs, and you know, but those movies were terrible. Oh, Sarah Connor Chronicles, that was actually good. So we could put Sarah Connor Chronicles like after Terminator Zero, because Terminator Zero actually takes place right where Terminator 2 was happening, like after Terminator 2 was happening. Like it's kind of like taking place in that time, August 29, 1997. That's kind of after what was happening with the T-800 going out, you know, trying to find John Connor and protect him and stuff like that from the T-1000. So it was the events of T2 was before Terminator Zero. And then we have Sarah Connor Chronicles, which is after Terminator Zero. So yeah, you could put it in that order. Let's do Terminator, Terminator 2, Terminator Zero, and then Terminator Chronicles, Sarah Connor Chronicles, which is how, yeah, in that order. But that's the only Terminator lore we got. Okay, that's it. That's all we got for Terminator. The best. And Terminator Resistance, which is the video game, but it's a video game. But if you haven't played that, I suggest you play that. That's a really good freaking game. The graphics weren't the best, of course. Like, that's what critics were talking about. Like, how that's all they cared about was the stupid graphics. I mean, the graphics was good enough for you to... It was good enough, you know, it was fair enough, but the gameplay was what really mattered. It was designed and written so well. The storyline was great. And the lore, like the atmosphere of the future war, it was very horrifying. It was beautiful. It was done well. And, of course, the scores was references to the originals and stuff like that. But anyways, so yeah, that... How long am I going on here? I don't know, 12 minutes? Alright, I don't want to do this video too long because, you know, I don't want to bore you out with just yapping too much. But yeah, I highly suggest. I'm going to give this show, I'm going to say, should I give it 5 stars? I think I want to give it 5 stars. I mean, people, it's right now rating 7.1 out of 10, which is, you know, basically 4.5 out of 5. I guess I could say 4.5. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that seems fair. I mean, because it wasn't super perfect, but it was actually really damn good, you know? Especially for Terminator fans, you know, true Terminator fans who are looking for that Terminator feeling, you know, that Terminator atmosphere and everything. Like, it captured all of that and added more to it. And what I loved about it the most, too, was that it's its own story. They didn't try to redo what Hollywood keeps freaking doing. It's just trying to recapture what the first and the second one did. It's done already. You know, you don't need to do that anymore. Just do something new. You know, add to it. Add to the stories. And that's what they did. They added to the story, and it worked. And that's how it worked. You know, it was beautiful anime. The animations was beautiful. Everything. The Terminator looked freaking awesome. Oh yeah, there's a feature too, which you never seen before with the Terminator, is that you finally get to see the Terminator talk with his mouth open. He just opens his mouth and he talks, you know, like through an audio or something like that. Like, that was really cool. Oh, and they have a USB port. They have USB ports inside the mouth. All right, I'm not gonna spoil too much, but yeah, the T-800 in this show was really cool, really freaking cool, and a force to reckon with, like the first 2 movies. Like, he ain't something to mess with. You know, he will tear your ass up. So yeah, that's Terminator Zero, and I highly suggest you see that show if you haven't seen it yet. So yeah, 4 out of 5, definitely. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Hasta la vista, baby.